So today's video is going to compare a 2010 11-inch MacBook Air with 2 gigs of RAM and a Core 2 Duo processor with the 2011 MacBook Air 13-inch with a Intel Core i5 processor and the 4 gigabytes of RAM. And we're just going to start off with a startup test. The startup should be roughly the same because solid state drives are the same. In each one, obviously, is 128 gigabyte and 164, but that doesn't affect the size or the speed. So I'm just going to hit start on both of these at the same time, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, go. So they're both coming on now. So the 13-inch, I think, just about started slightly faster. The 11-inch actually seems to be working a tiny bit faster. This will be interesting. So, no, definitely the 13-inch is started up. And now that boots in. So as you can see, the 13-inch is slightly faster to the login screen. That one doesn't have a login screen, but the 13-inch was definitely faster to log in. So a lot of people wonder, will the 11-inch do as a main computer? My answer would be, for a lot of people who just want to check the internet, check emails, by all means. Here's a web page. Yes, it would do fine for just checking emails, web browsing, and that kind of thing. Does it do for more intensive things, like say, like for me, I do a lot of programming in different languages and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I had the 11-inch before I upgraded to the 13-inch. No, I don't think the 11-inch screen is quite big enough to. It's not quite capable of so many different things open at one time, because the 11-inch screen is just not big enough. However, the 13-inch, this is the base 13-inch model. I think it offers the kind of Goldilocks zone. It's not so big and doesn't make it unportable, but it's not too small and has adequate space, especially with iCloud, to hold all your data. And be highly useful, and I think it could definitely be your main computer if you really wanted it to. So see on the 11-inch here, it's hard to say really from a camera, but you can. I'm just going to turn the flash on. You can probably see the screen difference is just huge. Like, here is the 11-inch on top of the 13-inch, and you can just see here, like, the difference in size. I've actually just restarted that. The difference in size and screen is quite phenomenal, actually. That extra two inches roughly makes a world of difference to the usability of the computer. Although the 11-inch is a great machine. So if you look at the side here, maybe this will give a better inclination of what machine is definitely the superior machine. Remember, the 13-inch model, you get 7 hours of battery life compared to the 11-inch model, where you will only achieve 5 hours, and that 5 hours is, you're doing well to get 5 hours battery life. Just going to log in again. The other thing I found is the keyboard on the new 2011 models is certainly better than the 2010 models. They have a nicer kind of feel to them. Whenever you click them, press them down, there's a nicer, they kind of spring back up nicer than the 2010 models. Also, I don't know if you can see here, I'm just going to turn down the blinds to get a darkness. The 2011 models have a backlit keyboard. Not so much on the 2010 models, which, if you're in the dark, you're out of luck. I'll just take this into your dark room. This is the 2010 11-inch, right? You're in a dark room. Okay, so the light is shining on this. Let's go turn it off. Suddenly, not so easy to see the keys, is it? Suddenly becomes quite complicated to see the keys. However, in the 2011 model, which I will now log into again, the keys are very easy to see in the dark because of the backlit keyboard. So as you can see, nice and easy to use in the dark. In terms of light, or weight for that matter, the 13-inch is a tiny bit heavier, but not heavy, not so much heavier that it is a deal breaker. I'll just give an example. I can lift both with one hand, no problem. So, yeah, the 11-inch is a tiny bit lighter, but 13-inch certainly, there's no problem with weight. It's still ultra portable and highly portable and easy to bring everywhere with you. So the last thing I want to do here is, well, do two more things. Just going to do some speed tests between which one actually opens apps up faster. So this is going to be tricky with only me doing it. I suppose I could go like this. So we're just going to try Safari here. These are both running Lion 10.7.2 by the way. So let's turn to 3. So this is Safari, and Safari definitely opened up faster in this one than this Mac. The internet seems to be gone on this one for some reason, but Safari itself definitely opened up faster and quicker and ever so slightly snappier than this model. Of course, this one does have the Intel Core i5, which probably helps with that. Something like iPhoto, both, would be more interesting, more intensive. And you can see it has actually opened up faster on the 2011 13-inch model, which isn't really a surprise either. So the other thing I'll mention as well is that the resolution on the 13-inch model is actually the same resolution as the 15-inch model. So you can expect very high resolution. I mean, like, everything in this is very small. The menu bar, lots of room on this. If you're going to buy a base 15-inch MacBook Pro, you would not get any more screen estate than what is on the 13-inch MacBook Air. So it is definitely, if people who are looking to potentially move from a bigger MacBook Pro to a MacBook Air, that is a huge decisive factor. But of course, the MacBook Air does not have a dedicated graphics card, whereas the bigger MacBook Pros do. But if graphics and gaming aren't your kind of thing, then the 13-inch MacBook Air might be a replacement. So what is the 11-inch MacBook Air good for? Well, in my opinion, it's good for web browsing. Even Word documents and that kind of thing are good. Is it good for anything else though? Yeah, it is. For example, this is Civilization 5 running on this. We'll launch it in full screen, I suppose. So I'll skip through all this. In the meantime, while that's just starting up there, my recommendation is definitely the 13-inch, the base model 13-inch. Unless you need huge amounts of storage, I think 256 gigabyte solid state drive for €250 more, or dollars, well, euros in Ireland, is quite a lot of money for an extra 128 gigabytes of storage. Whenever iCloud comes into consideration, you start to find that, for example, my music is all stored in the cloud now, so I do not need storage for music, so I can play any song. I've got 3,000 items here, all in the iCloud. I play them when I need them, so happy days. So this is just Civilization 5 to end this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like my videos. This is my third video. I tend to update my videos more often now, maybe every week, with a new topic about Macs or games. So I'm not sure when the last time I played this was. It was probably a good few months ago. Well, this has actually got the wrong resolution, but you get an idea. So just while that's loading, I'll just give you the full scope of these two again. Alright, so this is now loaded. So you can see Civilization 5 runs well on the 11-inch model. With this has a 320M graphics card from Nvidia. So dedicated graphics card, yes, this one does have it, and it was rather good for simple games. Like Civilization 5 runs fine, no lag, seems to be running great. I have tried it on the 13-inch and it does not run as well as it could. Certainly is not quite as capable as gaming as the 2010 models are, even the base 2010 versus, you know, a higher end 2011 13-inch. But anyway, thanks for watching my video. I hope this has given you a good impression of both types of MacBook Air. I know this is a 2010 versus 2011, but it gives you an idea of the, you know, the space on each screen, the size, the speed difference, and it'll help you make your decision. So thanks for watching. Thanks, bye.